Hello fellow investors, it's Mike with Diamond Hand Stock Picks. Today's episode is how to buy stocks on the dip, how to get more value, more bang for your buck. We're going to go look at some stocks that I think are very undervalued at this present time. There's some gems out there, there's definitely some money to be made, so let's get right into it. Thanks again for joining me on another video, guys. This time we're going to try to learn how to buy stocks at a discount, how to buy value stocks. Let me kind of show you how to do that. What you want to do is you want to take your favorite stocks and kind of open them up and look into them. And you're going to say, well, why am I going to open up my favorite stocks and look into them? It's maybe you heard something on the radio, maybe you heard that the S&P is going down, the Dow's going down, maybe you heard some sort of news, and you have friends that dabble in stocks. Oh my God, the stock market's crashing, what do we do? And that's when you see people, in fear and you see some sort of panic, that's when you get in and buy. That's the only time you're going to get deep discounts. Now, it's usually the end of the year when big hedge funds are adjusting their portfolios, or it could be in the beginning of the year, like around now, when everybody has to pay taxes. A lot of people, don't think about that kind of thing. But all these big hedge funds, and they're making millions and millions and making billions and billions of dollars worth of trades every year, so they have to pay taxes on all that. So every trade you make, there's a specific type of tax you have to pay on it, depending on how much you make, what your salary is, how long you've held the stock for, under a year, over 5 years. There's 3 different tax brackets for that. So all these big hedge funds right now, they're paying their taxes. So they're going to take all these high growth hedge funds, are going to take all the high growth stocks, and they're going to sell them. Sell enough of them to pay their taxes. That's why we're seeing a huge dip. Doesn't mean these stocks all of a sudden aren't good anymore. Doesn't mean that they're not valued anymore. Doesn't mean that they're not going to make a ton of money in the future. It just means it's time to pay taxes. I do the same thing, and one of these days you'll be doing the same thing too once you get up there in higher tax brackets. So it's nothing normal, but it is a great time to buy. Actually, it's an excellent time to buy. Usually you see your favorite stocks dip $1 or $2 and you get all excited. Well, right now they're dipping 20%, 30%, especially these high growth stocks, the ones that are going to make you the big money. I'm just going to go over a few here, more than a few. I mean, I have about 100 I'd love to get into because there's a lot of deals out there. Like I said, that's why it's focused on what your favorite high growth stocks are. Those are the ones right now that are dipping the most because those are the ones that the hedge funds made the most money on. So those are the ones that are going to get the most volatility. We'll go start out here with Palantir. Palantir was, I think, riding once up to $44, but averaging around 35, 37 here at the top. Right now it's 23.89 or 23.90 rather. That's a great buy. I see this as a $50 stock all day, easily. It's an easy double your money stock, probably within a year or so, a couple years out tops. This has always been a $50 stock to me. And what I did here is I went back about a month and I just kind of seen the trend. And it's just, staying right, like I said, the peak's right around $37, $38. That's where I think it's going to go back to probably this year after all the volatility is gone. People pay up their taxes, so on. I see this, having a good return this year, especially if you're in a buy-in right now. Plus, it's a solid stock. I believe in the company. I own shares in this company. I own shares in all the companies I'm going to be talking about today. So it's not just something that I'm kind of throwing out there. There's, like I said, a ton of companies you can make, a bunch of money on right now because they are dipping. But it just kind of depends on, how much you want to spend, which ones are your favorites. Like I said, you want to fall in love with a company. You want to just, feel good about spending money on a company. So, do your due diligence, research these companies, down to the CEO, look up the management team. I mean, just the more you like a company, the more you're going to not worry about when they go down. A lot of my stocks are down right now. It doesn't bother me. I don't worry about it. If anything, I just add to my positions when I can, and I just build them up more. And then I cost average, bring my average down for the price that I paid for these stocks. So it's not a bad thing when stocks dip. Don't panic on it. If you have money, buy them. If you don't look at them. They'll be back. Especially if you believe in the company, it's a solid company. Unless something catastrophic happens, you don't have to worry about when your stocks dip. That's just the time you don't look at it. Yeah, you're not going to be, euphoric about it and feel all those warm, fuzzy feelings, but, that's part of the stock market. They go up, they go down, but, 99% of the time, like I said, unless the company goes out of business or, huge failure somewhat or some sort of natural disaster, you're going to be all right. GIK, this is another stock that has just been rolling, sitting right around $15 steadily, and now it dipped down to $11.79. I'd pick this up under 12. I mean, if it dips down to 11, it's a screaming buy, which brings me back to Palantir for one moment. If this gets down to 23 and below, 23 to 20, this is a screaming buy. I'll pick some more up if it gets down to 20. If you're just getting into a position, right now is a great time to get into a position. I know a lot of people got into this $24, $25, and they're not really worried about it. So just my buying price of this one between now and 20. I don't think it's going to go below 20. If it does, even better. Don't spend every penny you have on it. What you want to do is you want to start a position. You just kind of want to get your feet wet, get a little bit of skin in the game. And, if you have $300 say you want to spend on this, spend half of it now. If it dips, then buy some more up. And then what you want to do, you can see if they start going up, it dips down, dips down, dips down, dips down. Usually it'll go up and then it'll trade sideways, then it'll go up, trade sideways. That's when you're on an upward trend. Right now, these are going over, trading down, going over, trading down, going over, trading down. So they still have room to go down. Don't get me wrong. Now's not the perfect time to buy. There is no perfect time to buy. You'll never be able to, time that in the market. I've said that many a times, and I'm sticking to that. But if you can get close enough, or even just cost average your way into a good stock, you'll be fine and you'll make money on it. GIK, again, between now and 11, I don't think it's going to go below 11. If it does, I'll be picking some more up for sure, adding to my position. RTP, this one's supposed to merge with Joby Aviation, kind of a drone taxi type of deal. This is going to pay out good, but it's going to be, in the future. This is probably, 5 years from now, it'll be way up there, but it'll slowly start increasing towards them 5 years. If you get into the stock 5 years from now, you're going to be paying $50 and hoping for $250. Right now, if you have money, you can just put in there and just wait on it. At $11.74, this stock has the potential to be huge, up in the hundreds. But again, this is 5-10 years down the road, but this will be a huge stock. It's just, it's up to you if you want to put the money in it now and wait, or you want to invest in something that's going to come up a little bit quicker, like maybe Hippo Insurance. You get into that within a year or two is probably going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6x, So this is more of a long-term play, but it is a play you want to keep on your radar. Like I said, I have shares in all of these, so I'm willing to wait on some of these for the higher returns. But there are other plays that a lot of people will say, hop into these first, make some money, then come back at it. And that's a great idea as well. It depends on how much time you want to spend in the stock market. You can make a lot more money several different ways. If you kind of just want to put your money in there and wait on it, this is a great one. And if you buy any time between now and 11, like I said, I don't think it's going to go below 11. If it does, like I said, I'll be picking up more. I'll be selling something to pick up some more just because that's a screaming deal. Again, this was sitting at 14, 15, 15, 15, 15. It dropped all the way down to 11. So this is another great clearance sales stock. RTPZ, I'm hoping that Hippo Insurance merges with this one. Originally, they were supposed to merge with RTP, the one we just went over. Now everybody's saying they're going to merge with RTPZ. It's all speculation, but if you don't risk your money in the stock market, you're not going to get those huge gains. The moment this merger is announced, it's going to shoot up to $20. The safe thing is most of these SPACs usually don't go below $10, not very often, unless they don't pick up a acquisition target. In that case, they go down to $10. But right here at $11.65, you don't have much risk here. I hope they go with Hippo Insurance. I don't know. I'm not behind the scenes. And if I did know that information, I wouldn't be able to tell you anyways, because it's highly illegal. That'd be called insider trading. But I am very speculative on this one, and I do own shares of this one. Anytime between now and 11, especially if they get the Hippo merger, I think that's a great deal. Let's go to one fan favorite, Tattooed Chef. And this one has dipped down to under $20. And this has been steady $23, $24, $25 play for a while. A lot of people see this going up, $50, $60, $70 very rapidly. I think maybe 40 at the end of the year, or maybe even 2 years to get to the 40 mark. I don't see this one shooting up as fast as everyone says it's going to. I know it's an easy double your money play. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it should be an easy double your money play just because it has a lot of hype, it has a lot of volume. Actually, the volume's decreased. It was up in the 10s, 20s, and 30 millions, and now it's down to 1.3 million. Average volume, 2.7 million. That means how many people are trading it, how much it's being traded per day. So the volume's, it's up there. People are kind of losing interest in this one just because there's so many high growth stocks out there. But this one I do see as being a very good play. At 1993, I'd say between 19 and 17, you would be a fool not to pick some of this up. It is going to be a solid play. I just want to, since we're on the Tattooed Chef, which is a plant-based food product, I wanted to swing over here to a Beyond Meat, and this is the one everybody loves, their Beyond Meat play here. And Beyond Meat is trading at 145, so that's what everybody's hoping Tattooed Chef gets to. Beyond Meat is a lot more established. They have a lot more going on for them. They're international, so Tattooed Chef isn't quite there yet, but they're hoping it will be. And I have a gift for you guys. Here's my gift. It's called Whole Earth Brands. Whole Earth Brands, ticker symbol FREE. They're trading at $12.83. Whole Earth Brands is very similar to Beyond Meat, and it's trading about $130 less. And in my opinion, it should be trading neck and neck. As you can see, the volume is only 300,000. Average volume 460,000. So not many people are looking at this. This is international. Okay, this isn't just domestic. This is international brand. Okay, if you look at Beyond Meat, I'm sure their volume is way up there. 6,900,000, 4 million average volume. So a lot of people are looking at those ones. Not a lot of people are looking at Whole Earth Brands. This is all over in the stores. I bought the products. My daughter's vegetarian. I bought for my daughter. She likes the products. Like I said, they're international. So this one's just not really noticed, but they're way ahead of Tattooed Chef. And Tattooed Chef's trading at 20 at a deal. Okay, now this is $12.83, and they're far beyond Tattooed Chef, and they're right there with Beyond Meat. And I think they might even be more established than Beyond Meat. So they're just kind of overshadowed. So this might be a huge payoff in the future. I could see this being a $100 stock easily. If it gets the attention. I don't know why they're not out there advertising, but I'm sure as soon as they do, the stock's going to go through the roof. It's going to be a huge hidden gem, and you're welcome. All right, CCIV. This is the stock that made a lot of people a lot of money and made a lot of people sad. It was up, trade around $60, $59, $60. It went up to, I think, $65, and now it's dropped all the way down to $30. This is the Tesla play. They are going to be Tesla's biggest competitor. They say they're not. They say they're way more luxury, but they are competitive with their technology. They say Tesla doesn't hold a candle to their luxury. So, all right, I think more luxury buyers. You're not going to sell as many cars, of course, but they say they are going to have 3 different models coming out, and they're going to progressively decline in price. So that's going to help them out massively, especially if they come out with one around the $30,000 range. But this is a long-term play also. This will be easily, $150 play, but it could be 5 years down the road. I do see this thing getting back up to $50 by the end of the year. There's just a lot of bad taste in people's mouth because of the valuation that came out. But a lot of people, just did their math wrong. Everybody valued at the 12 billion to 15 billion mark, and everybody wanted to go up to $80 a share. Well, you know what they say. You can't always get what you want. So this is going to be a good play at $30. Anything under 30, I think it's a buy. Dip down here at $26.94, 27. That's a screaming deal on the stock. It's going to easily go 4 times that within the next 5 years. It's a little bit longer of a play, but it's definite money. They're building factories. They're huge. It's going to be easy money play. All right, let's get through a couple more of these. Sunworks went all the way up $21. It's a solar play. They're down to $13.19. Anything between 13 and 10. I mean, it should be an easy double up play, and this one's probably going to be easy double up within a year, in my opinion. BNGO. This is a solid play by Nanogenomics. It's $9.73. This is a $20 stock all day, in my opinion. I don't know how it's holding under 10 right now, but the whole stock market, like I said, is on sale. That's a good stock to buy. It's an easy $20 stock, and I could see it being $20 by the end of the year. Nano Dimension, same thing. I could see this being a $20 stock by the end of the year. Everything's just downtrending right now. That's the reason I'm making this buy these clearance sale stocks. These are all great deals. None of these companies are going out of business. None of them. None of their financials have changed. There's no reason for this. This is just market correcting, which is leaving us huge opportunities to buy. These are just, like I said, there's hundreds of them out there. I'm just trying to bring you a couple of them. You can figure out which ones you like the most and, have at it. It's not financial advice. I'm just trying to help you guys be financially free and make some money. Golden Nugget Online Gamings. This is going to be a $40, $50 play. Easy. It's down to $14. That's ridiculous. This thing's been holding 18 to 20 for a long time now. Oh, actually, it was over 20 before the merger. What is things? This went up to 26. Yeah, 26. So this thing's been rocking all around. It's just on a nice downward trend, and this is a screaming buy at $14. I'd buy this between now and, if it goes any lower, you'd be crazy not to buy some. If it makes it between 14 and 12, if it gets down to 12, just great discount. Another easy buy in my opinion. Mara, Marathon Patent Group. Right now, the more Bitcoin goes down, the more this is going to go down. So we're getting into a really good buy point. If this thing dips down to 25, I'd open a big position on it because this is a $50 play all day in my opinion. As soon as Bitcoin rallies again, this is going to rally right with it. So if Bitcoin keeps going down, this keeps going down, try to time that bottom, get as close as you can to that bottom. Remember, you want to see it kind of leveling off, go up, level off, go up, level off, go up. That's when you know you're trending upward. Right now, it's kind of doing the opposite. You got reverse head and shoulders. You got leveling up and going down, level up, going down, leveling up, going down. So right now, it is on a downtrend. If you could pick this up 25, I would say you'd have to. It's a great Bitcoin play. RIOT Blockchain, same thing. I believe this one's going to be a $70, $80 play. This has actually been up already to $73, so, or $76 rather, sorry. No, actually it's 78, didn't it? Yeah, almost 78 here. So this is an easy $80 play in my opinion. This gets down to 40, it may be a quick double up. This may be a quick double up. The thing is, you got to have money to make money, and $40 a share, I know it's pretty expensive for some of you. So, if you can only buy a couple shares, you double up your money. Hey, there you go. You doubled it up, stick it into something else. That's not a problem. Any money is good money. You start small. You're buying 2 shares this year or this month. Next month, you're buying 4 shares. The month after that, you're buying 8 shares. As long as you're progressing, you're doing the right thing, you're heading the right direction, you're going to make some money. DCRB. This is Hyzen. This is a hydrogen play. They make diesel trucks, coaches, buses, medium duty trucks, rather. This is a hydrogen play. I think hydrogen is going to take off just as much as EVs. They just have a lot more kinks to work out. The government's trying to figure out how to sell its hydrogen instead of letting the engines make it inside the vehicle because they can't make that much money. I know they don't want you to hear that, or they want me to say it, but it's true. They'd rather put, mini bombs on all the corners full of hydrogen to sell us water instead of letting the engine make it itself through electrolysis, which that technology is already out there, but like I said, they can't make money on it, so they want to sell us hydrogen. Thus the reason for the hiccups. Other than that, this stock would already be huge. Hydrogen would already be huge. They're just trying to figure out how they can make the most money from us, unfortunately. But this is a good play, and when it does take off at 11.77, that's a screaming deal. Anywhere between here and 10, I mean, this has, sky's the limit on this one. Like I said, once they can figure out, how to capitalize on all the money to be made from hydrogen, these stocks are going to go through the roof, just like the EVs did. All right, CLII, climate change crisis. This here is a charging play. This is BNGO, a fast charging solution for EV, for electric cars, for the Lucids out there, for the Teslas, for the Neos, for the Xpungs, for the Lees, for all the electric vehicles. This is a fast charging station. 1531 is a great deal. I was happy buying this at 20 myself. This is a huge discount. Anywhere 15 and below, I easily see this being a $40 play. And they're all over Europe. And if they actually make it over here to the US as well, I mean, they're going to be huge. They have about a quarter of the market in Europe already, so if they can come here and take any of the market, it's going to be huge. All right, guys. Like I said, there's more and more. I can go on forever because there's a lot of deals out there. Go ahead, maybe go over your portfolio, see what stocks that you have, see how low they're going. Instead of getting upset about how low they are, you should be really happy right now and maybe load up on them. Maybe you don't want to load up on these growth stocks. Maybe you want to load up some on your OTC, your penny stocks. If you see a dip and there's no major news on the company, then buy that dip because that dip's going to make you money. I hope most of this has helped you. Again, I put my my picks on my Instagram. If I find out anything, that I can't make a video on right away, I'll throw it out there on Instagram. This week, I've just been kicking back and watching the stocks go down and just wait for great opportunities to buy. Right now, it's a good opportunity to buy. If they go down again next week, I'll be buying again. I usually kind of let the market, tell me when I'm going to buy. All these red days, it's clearance days. It's like sale prices. It's like buying things day after Thanksgiving. You're going to get a great deal on all these, and it's totally worth it right now. If you want to spend your money, now's a great time to do it. You don't want to do it when a stock's running up because you're buying into FOMO, you're buying into hype. Don't do that. You want to do it right now when everything's going down. Buy those clearance prices and make that money. All right, everybody. I hope you can make some sense out of this video. I hope it helps you on your journey in the stock market. I hope you kind of have a better understanding on how to buy on the dips. Buying clearance, buying on sale stocks, that's going to make you more money than anything, especially on the stocks that you've already researched, stocks that you believe in, stocks that you love. It's not just for the rich people, it's not just for the 1%. We have just as much information as they do, and we have more of an advantage because we're willing to communicate with each other. We're not being greedy with our picks. I want you guys to know about all these good stocks, just as quick as I know about them. That's why I'm making these videos. I'd like to see everyone I know and then people I don't know. I'd like to see everybody out there making some money, not just these huge hedge funds and the 1%ers, We can all do it. You guys all have it in you. You just get started, with whatever you can. You stay at it, you keep investing. 5-10 years from now, you're going to be in a different place. Sky's the limit. You just keep at it. Don't worry about those dips. When you get up there, you sell those rips, you make your money, you take some profits, you kind of rinse and repeat. Anyone can do this. You can do it. I have faith in all of you. And I can't wait to see you guys at the top. Thanks again for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.